Get ready with me while I tell you additional ways I like to fight the patriarchy. Today we're starting with nicknames, which I also think helps my friends navigate who's a good partner to potentially date. How a guy reacts to a nickname is a really big indicator of how he's gonna react to just like any sort of joke and banter in life, and whether he's a fun guy that's lighthearted and can joke with women, or whether he gets mean. Green flag reaction that I really liked recently, which was a man in his 40s approached us at a dive bar, clearly a group of women in our 20s, and he had spiked hair with frosted tips. He went to go introduce himself and he goes, "Hello." And I go, "What's up, NSYNC?" His buddy's reactions were like, "Oof." His reaction, he busted out laughing. He thought that was so funny and clever. He was like, yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. Green flag. Finding out how they react to really neutral nicknames is important too. So for example, I'm pretty bad with names, but I'll remember certain facts about them. So if there's a guy that said he was from Minnesota, I'll just call him Minnesota, or that's what I'll refer to him with my friends, and then he'll overhear and be like, "Minnesota?" He's like, "That's funny," or like, "Why'd you think of that one?" Then it's a green flag. These are also easy to layer and nuance depending on how the guy is when you interact with them. So for example, let's say you meet a guy and his name is Jack and he has curly hair or whatever. You can call him Harlow and you like him. That's a good nickname. They'd probably be like, "Oh, Harlow." You're like, yeah, you have curly hair and your name is Jack. I'm calling you Harlow. Cute. In an instance where maybe a guy is bothering you or you want to give him a less nice nickname, but still, you should never make it derogatory. Preface this, never go insulting people. But for example, we were having like a St. Patrick's Day party or something a year or two ago. This guy came, we didn't even really know him. He didn't know the host. He was a friend of a friend that was brought. And he was just behaving like kind of annoyingly, inappropriately. So I just started calling him frat boy because he was wearing a backwards hat and was obsessed with the drinking games. And he was like, "Frat boy, don't call me frat boy." And I was like, "Then don't act like one," you know? If you're curious how that played out, he was like, "Don't call me frat boy, my name is Winston." And so later I was like, "Winnie, come play a drinking game." He was like, "It's Winston, not Winnie." And I was like, "Frat boy or Winnie, which one do you want?" Comparing them to cartoon characters is also a really solid one. All right, if you want more tips, let me know. Bye!